Janet, let's do this. I'm looking for some watches. I'm going to do some collages. So, might need some watches. Might, probably. So, how's the rest of your weekend? I didn't get to call you back later, Janet. Well, I mean, not call you back, but call you yesterday. So I have to call you today. I got to run an errand. As soon as my stream's over, I got to run an errand, but I'll be back before your stream. Need another one of these. Digging. So, how was your rest of your weekend? Hi, Angie, Molly. Let me see if I can find a couple more here in this other book. How was your weekend? The rest of your weekend, Janet? It's all good. I probably would just be lecturing on something. Hi, Debbie Bruce. How you doing? Let's see, that one's going to be too big. I need some smaller ones. I see you, Malibu. Yeah, there's not really much room up here for you today, little girl. Not much room. Just saying. Hi, Icy, Carol, Chris, CK. That may be... What else? Here's some just mechanicals, but these panels I'm going to work on are pretty small, so I got to have some small bits. Maybe this one, we'll see. Okay, we'll see if that's going to be enough. And then I'll do my Inktober while I'm watching your show, Janet. So, yeah, I thought I needed to make some of these panels. I have plans for them. I need to make a few, but I'll just probably start at maybe three at a time. That'll probably all that'll fit under the camera. Hi, Maseki. I don't see Rachel yet. Oh, there she is. Pamela. Starla. Hi, Marsh. Good to see you. So, y'all saw that a couple weeks ago, I bought these wood panels off Amazon. About 1/8 of an inch thick. So I'm going to make 3 at a time. That's about all I can do at a time. Usually when I make art cards, I can make 8 at a time. But these are a little bigger. So I think I'll stick with 3 at a time. I need to make about 6. I'm sending them off to some people. So I want to make 3 probably. So I just pulled a bunch of collage stuff. I don't know yet, what I'm going to do. Some more watch pieces here. They're all flying down on the floor. So I have no plans, except I do want to do a couple of them with flowers. And maybe I like that little monk. I know somebody that this may fit. I might do this monk on one. So, yeah. This is one of the Catherine Anderson little windows and doors. And so I might use that. I kind of like this. So how's everybody weekend? Hi, sister. I got your mail. I'm going to show here in a minute. Sensible Sister sent me some mail. Thank you, sister. And let me tell y'all. I'll just tell y'all, since y'all are early birds, I'll tell y'all. So, my sister's son's, my nephew's funeral was Saturday. We found out on Thursday afternoon when the funeral was. Well, we, of course, obviously did not have time to drive out there. But Denise said, I'm going to make a flight. I'm going to get a flight. Denise says, I'm going to get a flight out there. So let me tell you a little bit. I won't get into it too much, but Denise's story about getting out there. So she gets out to the airport something like 5 a.m. The flight doesn't leave till 8. She gets out there at 5. Janet will appreciate this because Denise is her spirit animal. So Denise gets at the airport, she gets out at 3:30, 4. She gets to the airport at 5. And the plane leaves at 8. Well, as soon as she gets in, of course, I'm tracking her the whole way, So and this is Saturday morning. The funeral is at 2, 3, something like that, 3 to 5, something like that in the afternoon, the late afternoon. So she gets on, she goes up, and the plane was supposed to leave the plane left at 8 a.m. So she gets up there like at 5, and she walks into the airport, and there's hundreds of people in line waiting to go through security. There's 2 dogs checking everybody. Hundreds of people are in line. She said there were babies crying, screaming, people running back and forth to the bathroom. She said there was one lady that ran back and left her kid. She goes, "Forget the kid, I'll just have another." That's what Denise said. And the lady didn't say that. But Denise goes, "Forget the kid, I'll just have another one." Because they're all trying to rush to get to their plane. So she's standing in line for hours, 3 hours. She's standing in line with everybody else, hundreds of people waiting to get checked through security, not even to the gate, just to get through to security. So she finally gets up to security, and she knew that you couldn't take bottles of contact solution through. So she purposefully bought her a little small contact solution. She has to wear contacts. Denise does. So anyway, she bought her a small little thing of contact solution, not even opened. And they called her aside and said, "You can't take this on the plane." And Denise, "Well, then just throw it away. I got a plane to catch." Well, they said, "Well, we can check it for you. We can check it to make sure it's okay and give it to you." She goes, "No, never mind. I've got to catch this plane." She gets over to her gate at 8:02. Boarding stopped at 8 o'clock. So anyway, she's of course calling me, going, I can't make the funeral. And Denise, so finally she got with somebody else, and for an extra, now mind you, this is none of her fault. It's just, and another thing, she said one of the ladies in line called the company she had an interview with. And so I'm stuck in line at the airport. I'm going to be late. And they go, "Don't even bother. You don't even bother. We don't want to hire you." So that's how, it was just, she said it was crazy. Kids screaming, running, people all over the place screaming and yelling, "I'm going to miss my flight." And of course, all those people miss their flights. So anyway, Denise gets up to the gate at 8:02. They already had stopped. So she had to pay an extra $100 to get the 11 o'clock flight. So here she is, 11 o'clock, takes 2 hours to San Antonio. So she gets there like at 1 something. She rushes, she takes an Uber to the funeral home, changes clothes in the bathroom at the funeral home. But she made it. Then she spent the night at Jody's and got up at 4 o'clock the next morning, turned around and came back. So yeah, but she made it. Bless her little heart. She made it. So anyway, and of course she told me all about it and everything, but I know, but she was a trooper through that whole thing. I'll tell you, Janet, your little spirit animal made it. So anyway, hi Ashley, and who else? Cheryl, little sister Cheryl. And of course, we have Afro Sensible Sister, who I got happy mail from. Let's see. Angie, Carol. I'm sure I'm missing some people coming in. Yeah, exactly, Marsh. It was a fiasco. And she was so upset because she didn't think she'd missed the flight. She didn't think that there was going to be anything soon enough for her to get there in time, right? But there was 11 o'clock. And I don't know if they made that 11 o'clock flight just because so many people missed their plane. I'm thinking they made a special flight for all the people that missed their flight. She said it was, and if you've never been in the Atlanta airport, then you have to know how big it is. It's like the biggest international airport in the world. It's huge. It's humongous. You got to after you get through security, you got to get on a train and take a train, the tram, the underground tram. You got to take a tram to your gate. And she said everybody was just the biggest mess. I won't say what it was. Anybody in the military knows what I'm talking about. But she said it was the biggest mess ever. And now, are you happy under there? Are you happy under my desk? Oh my gosh. So anyway, cats are up under on the shelves, back up under there. But she made it back yesterday, and then of course, she parked. She drove down. She drove down the airport. Then when she got to the airport, she took an Uber to the funeral home, and then so she got back into Atlanta yesterday morning. I mean, like at 10. So she like got up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to take another Uber, take an Uber back to the airport in San Antonio, and then got back around 10:30 yesterday morning and drove home. And she's already at work, I'm sure, this morning. So anyway, that was her experience over the weekend. And of course, I've talked to my sister, and we've been texting and everything. So yeah. Yes, exactly, sister. Sister knows. Sister knows. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Okay, well, anyway, so I'm going to do some collage panel things, and I think I've already got one idea with just these. These are the panels, so I'm thinking like this one might be one. And that's too blue. I do need some kind of I don't have to have a watch or a clock, but I do kind of want one. Do I have a blue one in here? Let's see if I have something with blue in it. This has some blue in it, but maybe that one's a little too blue. I might go with this copper color, almost like his halo. I might put this watch as his halo here. So this right here is almost enough to do one. So I'm just going to kind of dig through here for a minute. Well, no, you know what? Let me go ahead and show my happy mail. And we are going to do a couple giveaways today. I did go through all the rest of my napkins and pulled all the fall napkins. I don't know that I'm going to give all these away today. And I'll probably just do smaller envelopes and do maybe 5 or 6 napkins per person. But I did pull all the fall napkins and separated them from all the Christmas. Hi, Tina. Separated them from all the Christmas napkins. Hi, Shelly, Jean. Okay, lurk away, Jean. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's well, and most of the time the airport can be busy. But if you get there 2 or 2.5 hours early, you usually can get okay. But for some reason, this Saturday, I don't know if people I don't know what it was. I don't know. But there was just hundreds of people waiting to get checked through security. I mean, I'm talking hundreds. Denise said thousands, but I'm sure it was more in the line of hundreds waiting. No, she didn't get pulled over by the dogs for the contact solution. They go through all your bags, right? They go through every single person's bags that your carry-on. And of course, she had a carry-on because she was only going to spend 12 hours. And I mean, she was coming back the next morning. Well, 24 hours, I guess. But anyway, so she just had a carry-on bag. Well, in her carry-on bag, she had a small container. And it wasn't just, I mean, she was 2 hours behind. 2 hours back in the line. She had to wait 2 hours in line till she got her turn. And then they said, "Oh, ma'am, you got to step aside. We're going to have to check this contact solution if you want to take it." And she said, "I don't want to take it. Just throw it away. I got to catch my plane." And she missed the plane by 2, literally. She showed me the boarding pass, 8:02. She missed it by 2 minutes. So, but she caught the 11 o'clock and she did make it there. So anyway, let's see. Terry Brett, Denise might be right. You can't fit people. I know. So anyway, so let's see. Hi, Pam, Scrappy Girl. Anybody else I missed? So I'm going to do a giveaway of some of these, and then I still also have all the cards that I want to give away. I'm going to give away two to each person I give away because there's 2 different versions of Becky Kalura's Christmas cards. I bought 2 sets and then she sent me 2 sets for giveaway. So, but I think what I'm going to do is there's 2 different versions. So I'll give each person 2, one of each design. There we go. One of each design, and then 2 car envelopes to go with it. But if you like her cards, you can purchase them from her. Just go look up Becky Skinner or Kalora One on Instagram and message her. There's the one and there's the other. There's the 2 versions. There's this one and this one, and she sells a pack of 6. So you get 3 of one and 3 of the other, and the envelopes. And so if you like them, just go over to her Instagram and message her, and you can buy them from her. So I'm going to give some of those away too. So we're going to do that giveaway. Then I also got the nicest little card from Sharon R. Well, I won't say where she's from, but she sent me the nicest card and a little poem for the passing of my nephew. So I appreciate that. And Hubster thought it was very, very nice too. So I don't see a sister. I don't see Sharon R right now, but thank you, Sharon R, for that. Let's see, Kathleen. Who else am I missing? So sister, sensible sister. Where is she? Let me click on her. She's here. I saw her. Let me find her again. There she is. So, yeah, right, sister. So she sent me some happy mail. So let me show y'all that. She sent me all kinds of little cutouts and goodies and Asian stuff. And then she sent me the Posh coloring book Oceans because I guess because I'm doing inktober, and this is a big long pull. It's like one long, big, huge pan. I don't even know how long it is. I can't even tell you. Because this whole book pulls out to one long panel. Look at it. Isn't that amazing? One huge long panel of undersea. So since I'm doing Inktober for Inktober, I guess that's why she sent me this one. That's awesome. It's just huge. I can't even tell you. I mean, like if one page here is, let me see, measure here. So one page is about almost 8 inches. 8 inches wide. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20, like 30. Well, almost, I think 29 or 30. So 3 times at 240 inches divided by 3 is how many feet, right? Or yards. Yeah, no, you got to divide it by 12 for feet. So if you divide it by 3, 24 divided by 3, was that 8? 3 times 8 is 12. So it's like 8 yards or 8 feet. No. Well, anyway, I think it's 8 yards. I can usually do math in my head, but right now I'm not. Then she sent me all this. She sent me these little wood watches. Aren't those amazing? So cute. Laser cut craft watches. I wonder if I could use these on some of my panels. I'm gonna set that. I might use these. I might use these on a couple of my panels. Some just a bunch of little Asian cutouts, all kinds of Asian cutouts, which I can use these in my Asian books. You know, I have it's a Japanese, Korean, Chinese, it's all Asian mini journals. And so she sent a whole bunch of this stuff. So I can use that in there. And then the kanji for goodwill, love, peace, and joy. And then some stickers. I think, did she send these to, let's see, sharing with the fibs. Add to your color book. The large book in the middle is for your fibs book. Add to your color book. The large book in the middle is for your fibs book. I'm not sure what she means, the large book in the middle. Maybe she means this. I'm not sure what she means is for the fibs. Oh, this book. The large book in the middle. So, yeah, we'll have to do some giveaways. And then she sent this fabric that is the waves, you know, the strip of the Japanese waves. Love this, sister. Thank you so much. So thoughtful of you. So thoughtful of you to send all that. Um, I think that's all the happy meal I have to show. Yeah, I think that's all I got for show and tell this morning. Um, let's see who else is here. Don, Fernando. Hi, Fernando. How you doing? C and P. Hi, Pacola. I know. There's my little snapdragon. Hope you're doing okay, Pacola. Pacola hasn't been talking much lately. It kind of bothers me. Making sure she's okay. Are you all right, Pacola? Let's see. Families are, I'm in so many group texts. Hi, Northern Lights. I saw a new thing by Cat and Paste, a new color book page. I'm going to go look that up. She's done a couple. She did this one 3 days ago. Look at this. Let me turn off my overhead light. I always forget to do that. I have my big studio light, so I don't really need the overhead light. Just puts a glare on my phone. So look at that. Isn't that adorable? I love your coloring, Cat and Paste. It's just so good. So if y'all don't follow Cat and Paste, go. You need to. And then here's a recent other one she did of a witch and a cat. And what was the last one she did? She's done quite a few lately. So go follow her over on Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, when Jody and I flew to Germany from San Antonio, this is, and of course this was in 1972, and I think we were 11 and 12. I think, or 11. I might have been 13. I was probably 12. Anyway, I'm not figuring out the years right now. But anyway, back in the early 70s, Jody and I flew to Germany on a military hop. Well, first you gotta remember, this is in the early 70s. I mean, I was hitchhiking all over the place, barefoot. I mean, so anyway, but we got on a flight from San Antonio to New York, and we had to change planes in New York to fly to Germany. So, and it was just us, an 11 and 12-year-old. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Good to see you. So, so we had to fly from San Antonio to New York. It was a direct flight. As far as I think, I'm sure it was. So we didn't have to change planes till we got to New York, and we had to go all the way across the airport in New York, Kennedy. I guess it's Kennedy. We had to travel all the way across the other side of the airport to get to the military hangar to catch the military hop to go to Germany. Well, and I'll tell y'all, I know some of y'all have heard this story before. So, and now remember, we're 11, 12. I may have been barely 13. And Jody was 11. And we were flying by ourselves. And so we got to New York, and we had to change, we had to go to the military hop to get the military flight. And so we got all the way over to the military hangar, and they said, well, your flight will leave in 9 hours. And there's only room for, I think they said 8. I don't remember exactly. It may have been 10, 10. There's only room for 8, 10 people. And we were leaving in 9 hours. So we had to hang out in a military hangar. No, there's no restaurants or nothing in there. Oh, and I think we had to pay like $100 for the taxi to take us from where we landed to the other side of the airport to get into the military hangar. And so we had to wait 9 hours to get into the to fly to Germany. So so finally we're 2 little kids, right? So we get up in the line, and they said, we're going to take the next 8, 10, however many it was, and that's it. Then you'll have to wait another day or 2 days before you can get the next flight. So I looked down the line and I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Jody and I were 9 and 10. And Jody goes, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. I said, we're going to make it, Jody. I said, come on. And I grabbed her hand, and I cut in line up in front of like maybe 4 and 6. I looked at the people and I said, these people look like they could have kids. These people look like they could have kids. And me and Jody just got in line right there. And those people thought we were the kids of the people behind us. And the people behind us thought we were the kids of the people in front of us. And we got the last two people on that flight. We got on that plane, baby. I said, I'm not going to leave my 11-year-old sister standing here crying because we couldn't get on a plane. But we made it. We got on that flight to Germany. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know, Tina. I don't know how many cats you have and if you could take another one. I don't know. Yes, they did. They did, Marsh. Yeah. You know, I guess kids flew a lot back there. I mean, now I don't even know if I think they allow you. When we moved to Alaska, Hubster and I drove to Alaska. And we took 2 weeks because we wanted to stop at my aunt and uncle's house in Washington, and we stopped some other places along the way. So we made it kind of like it was in the summer. So Annie and Denise stayed with the grandparents while we drove for the 2 weeks and to go get set up in Alaska, because our hold baggage, when you move to Alaska, it takes 3 months for your furniture and stuff to get there. But they fast ship a hold baggage, which is not much, but they'll ship you. And again, this was in the early 80s. So I don't know what they do now. So don't quote me. I don't do that. Well, they did this in the 80s, right? So Hubster and Annie and Denise were probably, I think they were like 10 and 11. So anyway, they stayed with the grandparents, and all right, maybe you're going to have to get down. You're knocking things over. You're getting my water. So, I don't know, this is probably interesting to anybody, but we're just killing time while I'm saying good morning to everybody. Hi, Leona, by the way, and anybody else I miss. I'm trying to keep up with chat. So, I think this was from Sister too. This was in that pack from Sister. Thank you, Sister. It fell out. And I like this little arch. I'm going to put that over here too. So, where was I? Oh, so anyway, so we drove to Alaska, and people don't realize how far Alaska is from San Antonio. Seattle is only halfway. That's 2,500 miles. Then after you get to Seattle, you got another 2,500 miles to get to Anchorage. You got to go through Canada, British Columbia, Yukon, then down into Alaska and all the way down to Anchorage. So it's 5,000-mile drive. And we didn't want the kids to have to drive 5,000 miles with us. So, because we had to take our car and everything. I mean, we could have shipped it, but we didn't want to wait 3 months, right? So, and plus Hubster and I just wanted to have a little vacation on the way. And so anyway, I say all that to say, let me get another sip of my ASMR water. So, they had to fly, they could fly a straight flight from Atlanta. They were in the grandparents in Atlanta at the time. They could fly from Atlanta straight to Seattle nonstop, but Hubster had to fly down to Seattle to pick them up on a military hop and take them back up to Anchorage. So they flew by themselves. I would never let them change planes. And this was again back in the early 80s. So they had a direct flight, landed in Seattle. I think anyway, it's just not like it is now. Nobody lets their kids fly by themselves anymore. And at that time they had the stewardesses. They knew that the kids were flying by themselves. I guess sometimes they could still do it, but anyway. Exactly. That's for sure. Okay. So there's my flights and my airport stories for now. And I do have Happy Mail for giveaways. And I want to give away some of Becky Kalura's Christmas cards and some of the, napkins. So don't let me forget, guys, if we get down, to close to 12 o'clock and I haven't done a giveaway, I'll try to do it and maybe do a couple, maybe one at 10 and one at 11 or something like that. And and I might use some of these. Let's see, that's just a cent. All right, so I have this thing of collage fodder. I have this thing of collage fodder. I have this particular book. This is one of my favorite books. I have a couple. I have two, maybe three of these books, and they're all cut up and torn up, and I just flip through them to go ahead and make some of these panels. There's a watch on the floor down there. So I'm going to do three of these at a time. So let's see. Joni flew by herself as a kid. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that flew as a kid, and you didn't worry about it. And although I can't imagine my parents thinking it was okay to put us on a plane to New York, switch planes in New York, and then fly to Germany by ourselves and back. But we did it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to just kind of move everything over to this side. I think I'll put this on top. Like I said, I love my fractals. I might need to use some of these fractals on one. And I'm going to do probably different colors. Sometimes when I do the art cards, let me zoom in. I usually do like maybe 6 or 8 cards at a time, and I kind of keep them all in the same colors so that they're easier to do a bunch of them at once. But I think I might see what I want to do here. But I do want to try to make 3 today. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Nichols. Hello, Fancy. Who else? I don't think I know you, Fancy. Welcome. Did Pacola ever say how she's been? Have you been okay, Pacola? She hasn't been talking much lately. Maybe she just hasn't felt like talking. All right, so I have some play. I need to make these for certain people that I'm trying to get done, and so we'll see. We'll see what I need to make about 6, but I'm only making 3 today. So I'm not saying who or what, or because that's not nice. All right, so if I do that one, and I do like this fractal, I don't know if I can. Let's take some of it just in case, because I love this green. Let's see what else. So I'm just going to, maybe I should move this over so y'all can see some of what I'm digging through. All right, so this one will probably make 1. This one, I'm going to maybe make some green in it. I like this door. It's a little big, though. See, I have, these panels are only, 6 by 6? Let me measure. Yeah, these are only 6 by 6. Little wooden panels. Okay, thank you, Pacola. Just checking on you. Here's some pretty orange leaves. Maybe and an orange doors. I'm already on to number 2. Now I just got to find something with no, I don't need that much in there. Okay. And I don't know what, other focal point that I might want. Maybe a little bit of that goes. It just matches. I pick by color usually. When I start a collage, I start by color because, if you start with color, you can make anything work. She will never get those done. I'll get 3 done. I'm not going to get that whole stack done, Angie, but I'll get 3 done. This one might go with that. Almost go with that. No, let's go with this. All right, so let's see what else we can get. I need some stuff for the green. I think I have enough for the yellow, the blue, and I need a green. All right, let's see. And then I'll add an animal or some other focal point later. I don't have to decide depending on who I want to send it to. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. The mushrooms are kind of cool too. Maybe a red mushroom on this orange one. We'll see. I'm just kind of like I said. I usually start with color rather than a theme. Although I usually have a theme of some kind of theme with time in it. Do I have any green? Moths, butterflies. I'm just going to flip through some of this for a minute. And I'll see how they turn out, when I decide who they go to. But I need to send out about 6 or maybe more. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I'm very thankful that Denise made it out there and home all in 24 hours. Bless her. With other than just missing a flight, which, in this big scheme of things is really not a whole lot, It's really not a whole lot in the big scheme of things. This is a problem in a big scheme of things. This would be a problem. Missing a flight is irritating, annoying, but it's not. What else do I need here? I'm just flipping through here just to see what I got. It's for some reason these are all upside down. I should just maybe turn this whole stack upside down. I think this whole stack might be upside down. Let's just flip it. Some papers, some wrapping papers. I love hands. Sorry. I love hands in my work. So maybe that. Hands and time. Now I'm flipping them back the other way. So I don't know. Oh, here's some more green. I don't know that I need much more green, although I do like that water. I might keep that water just in case. Some castles. And I know I've shown all my collages in different forms and different stages over the years. So if y'all want to see more of my collages, oh, thank you, Northern Lights, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Let me click on you. Thank you, Northern Lights. Thanks for supporting the channel. And y'all, by supporting the channel, do pay for my StreamYard extra. My extra, I get 1080p. I get extra hours. So all you that support the channel, you are paying for my StreamYard. So thank you, and thank you, Northern Lights. I do appreciate it. Don't trust it. Well, and I'm going to be honest, Marsh. We all track each other. I track Denise. She tracks me. She tracks the kids. The kids track her. We all track each other on our phones. We don't think nothing of it. We all track each other. I was watching Denise get out. I mean, I couldn't see her physically, but I saw her blue dot get out of her car at the airport, saw her walking across all the parking lot, go into the airport, saw her standing there for 2.5 hours. And then all of a sudden I saw a blue dot go to the gate, in which she missed the plane by 2 minutes. But yeah, all of us track each other. That's how they were so able to find Wesley after his accident. Jody and Angel were tracking him. He was on his way to see them with 3 or 4 other motorcycle riders, and they tracked him. They saw exactly where he was. They knew exactly where to go, where the ambulance was, everything. We all track each other. So. Oh, let's see. And whether y'all agree with doing that or not, it's in our family, that's what we decide we will do. So, okay, let's see. But yeah, she was so upset that she wasn't going to be able to make it, but she did. She got off the plane, went straight to the funeral home, changed clothes in the bathroom, and spent the night at Jody's. Got up at 4:00 the next morning and came home. So I do like this too. Maybe I'll use that. So, and I know that this is a scribe. It's a monk. In the Catholic. I know a lot of people go, "Oh, I'm not Catholic." Well, it just for me, it's like it's part of history. I put history in my collages too. If you don't like collages I send you or give you or whatever, or make, don't email me. Okay, let's see. Just saying. I study history in a lot of different eras, ages, religions. I study all of it. And I like this washi tape. This was out of a Flow magazine. But I probably won't use it on a collage. Let's see. There's a little bit. That's kind of a cool piece. I'm almost done. I just got to find maybe one more something. I don't have a real focal point for this unless I use this monk, this scribe. And I love scribes because I'm a scribe. I'm a calligrapher. So I love scribes. Let's see. Connie. Hi, Connie. Who else? If I'm missing someone, I'm not meaning to. I'm just kind of digging for a minute. Well, I like this. I cut this out to make a planet. Maybe I'll use that over there. All right, so all I need is maybe something else to go with this green one. I could always add more on top too. I can always pick more stuff. Um, so this is one of Catherine. If y'all like collage, you don't know what to buy. This is the best book I found on just general collage, extraordinary things that cut out in collage. But I love Catherine Anderson's. She takes photos around the world and puts them in books and sells them for you to use in collage. So if you want, she has many. She has many, many, many books, 10, 12 maybe. Doors, windows, portals. So yeah, she has plenty of stuff. This is one of hers. And her doors are reversible. So if you get one of her doors, let me see, did I pull one of her? I think I thought I pulled one of her doors. Well, this is out of her mixed stuff. But if you buy her book of doors, on one side is like a certain door and the other side will be the exact same door, so that you can cut and open the doors and have them open and have the inside and outside match. It's really cool. So if y'all are talking to me, put it in caps. There's some more calendar pages, some mermaid paper, piece of Tim Holtz bugology paper. And then this is out of this collage book. There's Rita Hayworth, Marilyn Monroe, and so there's a bunch of extra large pieces of collage in this book, as well as smaller pieces. All right, so let's see. This is getting to be bigger. I don't need any more of the big stuff. I might need, some little focal points or something, a bird or some flowers. Oh, I do need some flowers. There is another. I'm gonna have to make. I think I need to make 4 because I do need to make one with flowers. I need to make a pink one. I need to make a pink one with flowers. So let's see. Let me flip through the flowers here. So put it in caps if you're talking to me. The other 3 day Pete stream about 3 days after the in chat telling. It's like it's just that I don't know. I didn't see that one, Tina. I'll have to go back and watch it. All right, let's see. I know there's pink flowers in here. If not, I have another book with flowers in it. But I do need some pink flowers. Let's see. There's fruit, or I might have already torn the pages out, and there's animals. Let's see. Hang on. Here's the other one. I haven't cut this one up quite. Oh, here. Maybe in this one. Extraordinary things to cut out in collage, but I don't know if there's flowers in here. I need to make one with pink flowers. This one has a lot of odd. Here we go. It's kind of small. I really like a bigger focal point. And I have lots of these kind of books. You can just go look on Amazon under collage books to cut out. You'll find tons of them. But this one right here, this one is the Mama Jamba one. This one has just got tons of stuff. Okay. I didn't see what Rachel say something. Did I miss something? Y'all let me know. Just put it in caps. Let's see. So let me look at this. The other one this one's pretty well torn up too. I know I got some with more flowers in it. I might have to do that one later because I'm not seeing any pink flowers right here. Not that there aren't any. I'm just saying, but I'm not seeing any right now. So let me, while I got these here, there's another fractal. I love my fractals. All right, so let me just kind of slip this under here and over to the side. There's a few of the ones I have right on hand. I feel a sneeze coming on. Hang on. Oh, thank you, Tina. Forgot to unmute it. Sorry, I forgot to unmute it. Is this too flashed out? Do I need to turn down the brightness just a tad, maybe? There we go. So these are some 12 by 12. Yeah, you got to remember to unmute when you mute. I got it, Rachel. I got it. Can you hear me now? Y'all should be able to hear me now. I'm unmuted. So these are some 12 by 12 ones, and I love this. I love this one. I'm gonna put some engine sparks coming out of here. I gotta connect the Hollywood sign, and this guy's left on the planet there. He's wondering where his man card went. So these are all just some different ones that are in a state of progress. And this is one of my favorites in this stack. I mean, I love this one. The little astronauts. I love this one. And but they're not done. You know, I don't feel a need. See, the thing with me is I can work in. You know, I've got 15 different altered books going at once. So I'll just work in a book, work on a 12 by 12, work on, you know, and unless it's something I need to send out or something, art cards. You know, I do a lot of art cards that I send out. But anyway, these are some of the ones that I need to finish up. These I took out of a book. They're in progress. So anyway, if you want to see more of my collages, and just look under my collage playlist or altered book playlist, because both of them are collage. Altered book and collage. All right. So now I'll be right back. I'm going to go blow my nose and wash my hands. Hang on. I'll be right back. I don't want to do that in front of y'all. Okay, so now let me get my hands completely dry here. Thank you, Tina. So if you have any questions, put them in caps. Let me turn my monitor just a tad without unplugging myself. Hello, Rebecca. Thank you. Baby, you're going to have to get down. I'm going to be gluing. I know you want to stay up here, especially with my water. All right, so I'm not seeing... I'm gonna have to dig out one of my books that have flowers in it, because I'm gonna, I have my sticker books, but I really want a big flower, at least one big flower, pink, and I'm not seeing it right now, and I'm not gonna do the digging through everything again right now. So we'll just do these three for now. All right. So let's see what I want to do. This one, did I have? I don't know. I had that one pulled out. I don't think I had it pulled out for this one. Got that there. These a couple hands I may or may not use. And this one with the cat. The cat will be the focal point on this one. The monk will be the focal point on that one. And I got this monk too, but he's a scribe. So I'm thinking maybe a watch hand in one of these hands. When I have the watch with the hands coming out, holding the watch hand, and him being the monk. I'm thinking this might work. So let's see. Okay. Let's see how I want to do this. And of course I'll get something to put paint on. Need a tray or some sort. Let's just get maybe even one of these. My big tray is really too big for streaming. Oh, here's one other big one, small one. This is some of my paint trays, but this one is just so big to have right next to me streaming. So I'll use something like one of these or one of those or something. But this is I'll use this when I'm doing mine by myself. When I'm by myself. Okay. All right. So let me do a little bit of thinking here. And of course, I add paint. I add paint to everything. So should I zoom in one more? I think I should. Let's zoom in one. Autofocus again. I think that's pretty good. If it gets too flashed out, let me know. I will turn it down. I do want a door, maybe around him with the orange. All right, let's see what we can do here. And I know I tell y'all, if you want to blend your collage with a paint much easier, you need to tear things so that you don't see a line. But if you're going to fussy cut something that's going to be on top, then you just have to kind of play around and see the different things that can work in a collage, whether it's torn, cut. But if you want to blend with paint, it's much easier to blend a torn edge than it is to blend a cut edge, because you'll see the lines where you've cut. So let's see. I don't want these little accolades there. Let's just kind of cut him out maybe. And I'm not trying to fussy cut him. I want to leave a little bit of a edge around him so I don't cut around every little nook and cranny of this chair. Something like that. Might keep them. Hi, Flo. Aw, thank you, Flo. And so let's see. I think I want the lighter than the dark. So let's just go with some of that. And again, I'm going to use matte medium to glue everything down, and I'll paint everything in. Am I close enough, and is it bright enough? So let's see. I'm going to want him, and I'm going to want the door kind of peeking out. Let's see. Let's see how we want to do this. Do I want it opening that away? I think I do. So let's go ahead and try this. And I'm not going to have it where it can be opened on the collage. Some collage cards I'll leave it so that you can open and close the door. I'm not going to do that on this. I will glue it down, open. Kind of want a little bit more of the background to show, but maybe not. He's just on one little tad too big. I think I need to cut this down just a little. Just talking it out. I need to cut a little bit of the top here so his head's not completely behind the door. There we go. Okay, let's cut this down so it's not hanging out below. And we're going to cut the edge of this chair off so it doesn't stick out. Just going to keep working it. And buddy, I missed coming in. Can y'all see okay? It's got something right there. I need to cover that up. Well, all the edges are going to be covered up. So I would just glue this down rather than leave an open door. All right, so let's see what else. I'll still love to have the hand, but I don't know. That might have to be on another one. Do you have any questions? How many of y'all like to do collage? I mean, most of y'all that I know who does it and who doesn't. But you're in deep thought. Can see the gears whirling. Hi, Posh. Hope you're doing okay. Did you get rested up after that long weekend? I woke up in the middle of the night, and I don't know. I guess it was Saturday night. And I looked, and Keisha was still selling. I bought a couple of things, and then stayed for about an hour, I think. And then, but Posh, you need to make sure you get plenty of rest. All right, let's see. That may be enough. That may be enough to start. I can always add more. Let's see. It went to 5:30. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I stayed till 5. Like I said, I think I woke up at 4 or something. I might have stayed till it was over. I don't remember. Okay. So I like that, but I almost want the door to be crooked. I almost want it to be like this. Something like that. I'm going to lay them all out, and then I'll get out the glue, and then I'll get out the paint. So I think I've got enough here almost to do another one. Let's see. Let me see. All right. I'm going to set this one aside for a minute. Because I like these little monks. I got enough background. Let's see what I got here. I don't know. We'll see. What's everybody else working on this week? I still need to do, and I'll try to show. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, I post. I've been posting my inktober every day, and I will need another watch though. I will need another watch part. Get my book here. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then I can show those again. I'll do my today's inktober. I'm just looking through a magazine. I'll do that while I'm watching Janet. I'm kind of like that. It might be a little light, but maybe not. Come back here. Everything's falling. Let's see if this one is. I missed Marsh's shows. I did go back. I think I went back and watched one of them, Marsh. One of your shows from last week. And try to get back over there this week, Marsh. I just rested this week and I had a cold. Oh, I'm sorry. Get well. Get well, Marsh. This one might be too. I need a darker color. If you do stream this week, Marsh, I'll try my best to be there. Marsh streams on I like this, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, about 6 p.m., 6, 7-ish till 10-ish. Oh, I like this one. This should be it. Let's see. I want the top part here. Or if y'all can't make the live streams, make sure and go watch him. Go watch his streams recorded. Okay, let's see. This way, behind there. Let's cut this off. And again, I will be paint. I'm going to do, I'll be putting paint on here. I need another piece of orange of some sort. Did I put it all away? Let's see. Let's stand up over here. Look, a little bit of that orange of some sort. Flipping. I kind of like this. This may work. Let's see. Do I need the door down? I want these monks. Let's move that over. Am I missing? Hi, Arlene. I'm sure I'm missing. Hi, Becky. We're going to give away some of your cards today, and I told everybody to go over to Instagram to see your cards. I need a watch on top of that. Something like this. I'm not loving that color. I'm not loving this. I'd almost just rather have it be orange because I'm going to have space too up here, so that's better. I'm just not loving that color. Let's see. Do I need this right here? I have to move them over some. If I put that right there. Something like that. That needs to go on top. Anything hanging over too, I can just cut off later. All right. A bit of let's see. Hello, Raj. Missy. I'll put some kind of blue or some kind of a planet right there. I can punch one or cut one. Wait, maybe don't need this color. Let's see. Okay, I think I got this one started, laid out. All right, there's two. Got two out of that. I didn't need even use this door. Maybe, maybe the hand. I don't know if that would conflict with that mountain back there. I don't want to use those hands. Obviously, I want to use those hands. Oh. All right. Let's just set that aside. We can always add more. Okay, next. Let's go down to this one. All right, I like him. I love hands coming down out of the sky, like can represent God, you know. And let me just cut these out just so I can have them handy. Hang on. Give me a moment. Oh, I got some washi tape stuck on my scissors. I would not want a hand conflicting with the mountains. You know, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you're making up stories in your head as you go too. You might have an idea of something when you pick doors and watches and you want to indicate time or anything like that, but the interaction with everything going on, you start making up stories. And it just depends on when I'm going through my collage, whatever strikes me. And like I said, I try to kind of start with colors because that can make everything cohesive. But then you're going to start finding items and focal points and things that will speak to you, and you'll go, oh, okay, I can see a story in that. And most time when I do these surrealism type collages, I sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I try not to really tell y'all what I'm thinking that in my mind, because I want you to kind of see what do you see in your head, you know? And I think, you know, that's why I always use Salvador Dali as an example. You know, unless Salvador Dali told you or was open about every single thing he meant in all his collages, you got to kind of make it up yourself. So I'm thinking this might come down here and this be holding a timepiece. So let's see, this might be too big. Oh, what about just this one little piece right here? Maybe this one piece might be big enough to be holding time. You know, time is odd. Okay. And then the watch hands can be flaring out from there, something like that, maybe. But I do like this little planet thing too. Maybe that can go back up here, or it can go down here. That's too lined up. I don't like that too lined up. Could probably go somewhere around there, but I really kind of want an extra bit of halo from some of this mechanical bits off the watch to make it look like part of his halo. We'll see if this fits. It may not fit, but you don't know till you try. And see, look, this is the kind of thing that collage artists love. All right, so see how I got this bit right here? Now watch. See how this staff ends right there? Because I've cut them out of something else. Look how that matches, guys. Can you see how that just matches? Look. See how that matches? Collage artists love that. Okay, we got to start there. It looks white there, but it's gold. It's just that the glare right there. Maybe I can bend it a little. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay, so there we go, like that. What other bits do I have? I'll save that. Let's see what else do I have here that I picked. I picked this little arch. Maybe. Does it need the arch? Does it need the arch? It's so things start lining up too much. I don't like that. You know, it's like in a row. It's like going to be. It's probably better not to have the arch, or the arch could be something like down in here. I don't think it needs it though. All right, then we have this little door. Maybe the little door with the little hearts might be good, or even this piece of this shell. I picked those two things to see. All right, so let's see about this little door here. Y'all still with the tour? Janet, what are you going to do today? I don't want that perfectly lined up with the door. What are you going to do today, Janet? Hi, Nats. And then I got this little hand too for maybe one of the other ones. We'll see. And it was either that or some of this shell right in there. But we're getting a lot of round things. Let's see here. If I cut some of this out, what happens? You can't be afraid to try it. You got to cut things out to see if they'll work. You can always paint over it, modify it. I might like the shell better than the door. What do y'all think? Do you like the shell or do you like the door? I like either one. Anyone have, you like the shell? Like the shell better than the door? It's a little bit more interesting, right, than the door. I mean, the door is good too, but what do y'all think? And then I'm going to have the watch hands coming out. You know, I'll paint them out, or at least one, like down to the shell there. And, you know, I can trim the arm here however I want. So I can move the hand up and down. Do you like that? I kind of like that. And of course, we're going to have, you know, paint, everything will be painted in. The shell copies the circles. Okay, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with the shell then. Let's put that one up. Got one more here. I need to do a pink one though, because I have a request for a pink one with flowers. But I'm going to have to dig around for some pink flowers. It's in the back. It's my head. While I'm doing this, my head is going around my room, going through my collage stuff. Where's those flowers? Where's the pink flowers? Where are the flowers? So I'm thinking about it in the back of my head. Okay, so I love me some fractals. Let's just cut this down. Let's see. And I thought about this cat in here. He's too big. He's too big for this little bit. I mean, he's not, he could be, but he's maybe not. But I'm thinking he might be. Maybe he could be peeking it over here. I think as I'm trying to keep his foot in there, it's too much for the foot to be in there too. He just needs to be a little bit smaller. It just needs to be peeking in here. I think this needs to be kind of be behind here, maybe. There we go. Something like that. Let me cut this part out. And this will be painted. You know, there'll be a lot of painting going on. Okay, because I want some of that green to show on that side though. Okay, let's see. Sip of water. Like a green, Becky. Hi, Jean. If I miss saying hi to you. Thanks, Northern Lights. All right, so let's see. That was pretty basic. I don't know that I'll use all of this, but I got it for another time. All right, let's see. Where's my... Hang on, guys. All right. Working my way through it. All right. It just needs a little watch right here. A little one. A little one. That means I got to dig again. I dig again. Oh, I like these little monks. And I'll save the monks. All right, let's see. No, I got green watches too. Put it in caps if you're talking to me, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just letting y'all chat amongst yourselves like I usually do until y'all have a question or something. Let's see. I think this side might be best. Don't know if it needs. It's kind of big. It needs to be just under that size. It's a little too big. Let me look some more. It has to make me happy, or we move on to something else. Hi, Nettie, Miss Gigi, Angie, Devin. I'm just digging through some. Oh, maybe this brown one. Maybe this one. Scissors. Let's try that one. Let me just flip one more minute. See if I find anything better. You have to, at some point when you're doing collage, you think, oh, this may work, but what if I find something better? Well, then you have to kind of think along the lines of, then I'll just make another collage after this one. Because if you wait until you find everything perfect, you won't make any decisions. Just saying. You won't make any decisions and you'll be there all day long. So you have to just decide. Okay, there we go. Now look, see how that lined up? Look how that watch hand lined up with that. You can't plan that stuff. See how that lined up? Okay, do I want the bottom one down there? Maybe. Let's cut the other half off. Time split by a door. What do y'all think? Like that? I'll glue it down, how I want it. Even more to, could even be more to the side. Now line it up. I'll kind of try to line it up as much as I can. Okay. All right, there we go. I think there's 4 collages in the making. All right. And then I also this morning came across some of these shiny things. I thought these might be some good stars in the sky. They're dimensional. So I'm always leery of putting dimensional things on a flat collage, but I thought these are wood panels. Maybe they might work. So diamonds in the sky. All right, so let's see. And plus, Sista sent me these. All right, I'm going to roll with what I've already done. All right, so now let me get a thing here to put some matte medium on. And for my collages, I use golden matte medium. This is my Mama Jamba. I need to pour some of this in the smaller jars. I'm almost done with some Dawn dishwasher soap, so I can pour some of this in one of those containers. It's so easy to put your matte medium in one of those dish soap containers with the flip top. But if you don't, you need to put some plastic around your lid. Otherwise, you'll glue the lid to the jar. Just saying. Ask me how I know. But with the plastic on, it just comes right off, right? So I'm going to pour out just a little bit here. I can always pour out more. I don't want to waste it. This stuff's not cheap. I'm just saying it's not cheap to use golden matte medium, but to me, nothing works better. And you can get smaller. You can get smaller jars than this. This is what Janet sends me for my birthday. Okay, let me get a glue brush. The only brushes I keep in the only brushes I keep in water are my glue brushes. Get some baby wipes. And you go through a lot of baby wipes, especially when you add paint. Let me move all this collage stuff off the table so I have some room. Of course, the cats are going to think, oh, you made room for me, Mama. Thank you. All right, let's put this down on the floor. All right. So I just refill the same case. So yes, it's got paint on it, Janet. Don't email me. I just buy the refill packages. All right, so let's see here. Let me adjust my camera just a little so that I'm centered. How do you know, Dee Dee, will it glue down? How do you know it'll glue down? How do I know what will glue down, Nettie? How do I know what will glue down? Because I know, oh, you mean these? I'll add more glue if I add these. I'm not sure what you're asking. Okay, so now the other thing that you can do either when you're making cards, art cards, a collage, whatever size collage you're making, you can do a couple different things to try to remember. If you want to remember exactly how you lay things out, you can take a picture of it and then you can work off of your phone, or you can just take another panel of exactly the same thing and put it to the side and work side by side, which is what I'm going to do. Hi, CB. Don't look. So I'm going to start by just putting a coat of matte medium over the whole thing. I thought about just painting them black to start with, but I'm going to put black paint on them anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and let me move the what do you call it? The panel over the wax paper here. And you do want to put quite a bit. Don't be skimpy with it. Okay, so now the first thing I want to do is I know I want this cat to be right here. So I'm just going to kind of tack him down like that just so I know where it's going to be. But you do want to put lots of matte medium on the base, on the back of each thing, and over the top. And I want to just, I'll just do this, and do this. And let's go ahead and glue the cat down where I want him. There. I'm gonna turn this over, and let's move this now. I know an idea where I'm gonna put everything, and then put lots of matte medium on the back, Now you see where I have another slit right there to put that window in. So I don't want to, I want to make sure I leave that open to put that window in. So now I'm going to put this down. And then I'm going to put plenty of more matte medium. Slide that in here. And now I can glue all this down. And then you can take a card, you know, a gift card, Amazon card, whatever. And then you want to make sure, don't skip this step. Don't skip the step of mashing it all down with the card. If you don't want any wrinkles, any bubbles, anything like that, I'm going to put these other little pieces, my little watch pieces. Oh, don't lose them. Where'd the other one go? Hang on. Where'd my other little watch piece go? There it is. I'll put these on there too. I want to make sure this is nice and flat. And then I will add those two other little pieces. Make sure you got plenty of matte medium. On the edges, you can always add more. If you want it nice and flat, don't skip this part. And when you do this, the only times I've ever had issues with the ink smearing when I've done this is fashion magazines. Fashion magazines are the most inexpensive and thinnest papers there are. So if you use any fashion magazines and you do too much scraping, you'll scrape the ink right off of a fashion magazine. So you do have to be careful when you do this stage if you use anything out of a fashion magazine, but just saying. All right, so now I'm going to put my little pieces here. Let me just straighten it up just a little. Okay. I'm going to do all the gluing for all of them, and then I'll go back and paint them in. So you got to make sure that I see a bubble right there. You can tilt it and see. Don't want a bubble. Okay, I think I've got all the air bubbles out. And then I also, after I'm finished with something like a project like this or an art card, I do put varnish. I do varnish them with gloss varnish. And here's a couple different kinds. They're both, this is Delta and this is Deco Art Americana. You just want to make sure that they're water-based. They're water-based gloss varnish, indoor, outdoor. So I have both of these kinds. All right, so now let's move him to the side a minute. Okay, let's get another panel here. Move this to the side. Let's see, Shaz. Who else am I missing? I said hi to CB. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Let's do a giveaway. Okay, so we're going to do a couple different giveaways. I'll go ahead and do two right now, an international and a U.S. Let me just slide this over. It's all dry. So I'm going to do some napkins. These are the fall napkins. I separated all the fall napkins from the Christmas ones so that we can do them, you know, different in different months. Like here's turkey, and you know, there's some of them a little bent, but you know, when you glue them down, they flatten out. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably just do some smaller packets, some smaller envelopes. So let's see, let's do, I don't know, do people at International, they already had their Thanksgiving. So I don't know that they'd want a turkey. I'm going to put a couple turkeys. Let's do fall leaves in the international. Here, this one may be good. All right, so we'll do this one, this one. Here's the we'll do US. Well, let's just do one turkey. And then this one. So there's three. That's three each. Lots of turkeys. I got lots of turkeys. Does anybody need some turkeys? There's one with the edge. And I thought I had another one of those, but maybe not. Here's one of these. Oh, that's the same one. Okay, well, then I guess that's going to get in the turkey too. All right, so there's like 5 in each one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 of those and 5. Okay, there we go. So there we go. We're gonna do a couple of napkin giveaways. I got more. We might do another one after a while. Plus, I'm gonna give away some of Becky Calora's Christmas cards. It's a little early for that, but I want to promote those because they're so pretty. And so if you want to buy them from her, you can. All right, let me get a couple of little envelopes. Let's see. I need to go get some more envelopes. Is what I need to do. Okay. All right. So we're going to do 2 separate giveaways. Yeah, herding turkeys instead of cats. Yes, Stephen. All right, so we're going to do 2 separate ones. Let me get a pen here. Where's my pen? Here we go. Okay, so we're going to do USA only, and then we'll do international only. So that gives everybody a chance, right? Around the world, international only. All right, so pay attention. If you're international, hold on. And so that we're going to do USA only. Can y'all see that? I guess I should get out my Sharpie because that's what I usually write on here. All right, so, and we're going to wait till I type in go. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. First person closest without going over. I'm going to send these napkins too. And then I'll do the same thing for the international. And then we'll do some Becky cards after a while too. All right, so let me go over to random.org. Wait till I type and go. 1 number only. 1 number only. Do not change your number. I know some people, like Keisha, she allows you to take numbers out, put numbers in, switch it up. Don't do that here. Just saying. My mods will fire me. So we're not doing that. So yeah, USA only. We're going to do USA. And of course, I'm going to put in some stickers and a couple other things too. I always do that. So I usually put in other little goodies. Okay. That's supposed to say go. There's one of them that says go. So y'all can go. Okay. That second go is still fine. The first go, you're all good. Y'all did not jump ahead. I just put in go twice to make sure everybody could see it because my name just went 3 or 4 times. So USA only. Ignore my second go. It's all good. We're all good. So 1 to 100. I'll give you some napkins and some little fodder, some stickers or collage fodder, something else in there. Okay. So, all right. Everybody get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. So here we go. Random.org, 1 to 100, US only. First person closest to 55 without going over. 55 without going over. All right, let's see. Either on the nose or first person closest under it. All right, let's see. Hi, she's been Juanita. All right, let's see. 50. Is anybody in the 50s? Let's see. Erica has 51. Is Erica the closest? Okay, Erica. And I don't think I have your address, Erica. So you need to send me your address. I don't share it with anybody, not even the other mods. I don't put you on an email list. Here is my email. And my email is always in the about page and my post office box, my email. That is always in there if y'all need to find it. Make sure I put it in there right. All right, there we go. There's my email me your address. I do plan on going to the post office tomorrow. And so, yeah, although this will just take a couple stamps when I add some other things in there. But if you wanted to go out tomorrow for sure, send me your address today, Erica. So that's for Erica. Okay, let me put that to the side. All right, next is international. International only. Okay, wait till I type in go. International only, 1 to 100. First person closest without going over, one number only. Click on that. Oh, skip that away. Go away, go away. Why is that there? Oh my gosh, why is that popped up? I can't get that to go away. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hang on, guys. I can't get this thing to go away. Oh, this thing popped up on my. Well, hang on. I'm trying to get this pop-up thing to go away. And I can't get it to go away. Let's see. There's got to be a. All right. I don't know. Hang on, guys. It's some pop-up is frozen on my computer. I can't get it to go away. I might have to leave and come back. I'm seriously. It's just there. I'm clicking on home, settings, me, and this is right there. It will not go away. So I think I'm going to have to leave and come back. Jeez. All right, guys, hang on. Give me a minute. I'm going to leave and come back. Sorry. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Now let me adjust my camera settings. Jeez. Hopefully I'm back. Let me Okay, am I back? All right. Am I back? Turn the brightness back up a little. Okay, am I back? Can someone answer me? Okay, I'm back. All right. Yeah, a pop-up came. It's one of those, they want you to subscribe to Google or something, and it pops up. It takes literally a quarter of my screen. And it would not let me X out. It would not X out. So I had to leave and come back to get rid of it. So we're back now. Gee. All right. So wait till I type in go. When I type in go, we're going to do the international giveaway. Okay. I'll just give it just a minute so everybody knows we're back. Hopefully everybody can see me. Okay. It's going to be for international only. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Okay. Everybody get your number in. International only. Between 1 and 100. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't dilly dally, dawdle, or lollygag. I love saying that. Okay, so let me get my phone back over here. No, baby. No. Can't come up here. Let's get down. Okay. Cat wants to come up in the map media. All right, here we go. First person closest to 63 without going over. 63. 63 without going over. 63. Oh my God, another one of those things. Well, that one just flicked away, so okay. Yes, cloud refusal. Okay, let's see. Mila got 42. Did anybody get closer than 42? It looks like it might be Mila. Mila, I think I've sent you something before. So Catherine went over. She had 64. Is it Mila? Okay, so Mila, go ahead and send me your address again if you don't mind. If you don't mind, send it to me again just so I make sure I have your correct address. And I will send you out some I'll send you out some fall napkins and some collage fodder stuff. Some, ephemera. I'll send you out some faux ephemera. Okay? So thank you guys. We'll do some more giveaways. We'll do another one maybe at 11:15. Okay. So where was I? Okay. So now I want to get all these glued down so I can start painting them, right? All right. So let's just move him over here with the little thing. Let's go ahead and, well, we know what we're going with this one. So, and again, you want to put plenty of matte medium. I'm hoping to get to see the fun part for me. The fun part for me is the painting and the detail. But it takes a while to pick your collage and figure out what you want to do. And I like to show y'all all the steps. So it takes a while. All right, but that's just the way it goes. I try to get as much done as I can. I really want to get some. I do want to do that pink one though. I'm going to have to find my pink flowers. Okay, so now I'm going to get this mashed down really well, and then I'll go on to the next bits on top. And if you get a lot of extra, you can just kind of wipe it off onto your. But you really want this mashed down well, or you'll have air pockets and bubbles. And if you have lots of matte medium on here, it'll go smooth. If it starts getting too dry and you want to mash it some more, then get some more matte medium on here so that you can smoothly mash things out. And then you can kind of tilt it to the side and you can see if there's any air bubbles, which I think I got them all on this one. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Amy. Hi, PM. I'm not sure which. I never remember which one of y'all it is. Okay, so let's see. I want this to be kind of right here. Let's just kind of. I'm not gluing it yet till I kind of lay it down here. That looks good. All right. Make sure you put it on the front and the back. It does matter. And I am going to glue the door down. I'm not going to leave it open. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of set this here because I want to get that watch part and everything under here. So this little moon. So let's see where I'm going to want that. Right about, there's a little red mark on there. I don't know what it means, but I like it. So I'll leave that there. So I want that about right there. Plenty of matte medium. And I want this door crooked. Like that. Okay, now there's a lot of little pieces, so I'm going to kind of be careful that I'm not tearing them or picking them up. All right. Okay, make sure I got all the air bubbles out. Looks like I did. All right, next. I got to pour me out a little bit more matte medium. Still think golden should be paint. Well, they did at one, they used to have a artist program. They still may. I haven't looked into it in 15 years or whatever long. Well, 12 maybe, because when it was the first year I started streaming that they had that artist program, and I got in touch with them, and they were giving you products if you, if you, I don't say advertise for them, but if you promoted them. And so I got in touch with them and told them that all I wanted. They said, "Don't you want any paints or, anything?" No, I don't want any paints. I don't want any. I don't want any brushes. All I want is matte medium. I told y'all this story, and they sent me 2 cases of it. I had to pay for shipping. I paid for shipping. And hang on, guys. Let me kind of see where I want this real quick. I think I want that down just maybe right about there. And they sent me 2 cases of it, which I've used in just a couple of years. I think I want, hang on, I want to trim this down on this side just a little. I don't want so much of that right there. I think I should have it kind of maybe right at the top there. I think that'll be good. I wanted this to come right over to there. Right over the mountain. And any of this hanging over, I'll just trim off. I think I wanted it this way. Yeah. All right. Let me look at it. Okay, there's a bubble right there. Still a bubble right there. Okay. paint on these as well. Just looking it over. Okay, one more. Anything hanging over it? I will. All right. I'm not really reading checks. I'm trying to hurry up and get these glued down. But if you put it in caps, I'll hope to see it. I don't miss too much. And I do go scrub back through my chat and see if I miss new people, especially. I try to, follow the new people. So if I miss you, I try to go back. All right, this one wants to bubble. So let's go ahead and get that mashed down right off the bat here. This might have been out of a fashion magazine. It's really thin. Okay, now let's put this piece down here. And I'm going to put this shell right down here. See, I really liked it to line up to that little piece right there. It's got to come down some. I can put it under there. Okay, now my hand. I don't want to push it down yet until I decide exactly where I want it. There you go. Oops, well, it moved. Maybe that's where it's meant to be. Okay, that's where it's going to go. Okay, and then I throw these. I have so many of those cards that I just throw those away. All right, so let me wipe off my brush. And this goes back in the glue water. That's the only ones that stay in water are my glue brushes. All right, let me pick up some of these scraps off the floor. Get me a fresh baby wipe or two. Such a pretty day out there. Beautiful, I was going to say spring day, fall day. All right, so now let's just clean up these edges here. All this can go in the trash. I'm done with the gluing. Take a minute to look at chat. I don't know if I want any of these yet or not. If you paint, you don't want to put anything like this till at the very end. All right, let me see if I can get some of this off my hands. Hi, Katrina. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while, Katrina. Jen is shuddering with her eyes closed. Glue brushes. No, it doesn't go in. It doesn't go in here. They have their own water. It doesn't go in here. And look at how clean that water is, by the way. Does not go in here. It goes in its own container. The glue brushes have their own, very own. I'm trying to get some of this off. I'm gonna have to go get my craft scrubby on my hands. So hang on, guys. I'm gonna do a BRB because I can't get it off with just a baby wipe. So just a minute. Let me go craft scrubby my hands. Okay. I didn't get it all off, but I got a bulk of it off. But usually after I do a collage session, I have to take fingernail polish remover to my hands and nails. So, but it's got enough off that I can continue. So, all right. There we go. Did Janet ever say what she was going to do today? Did she ever say what she's going to do today? Yeah, I'll take fingernail polish remover to get all the stuff off my nails at the end of the day. At the end of the session. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I'm going to lecture on the importance of clean water. Well, I have clean water. I just showed it to you. All right, let's see. Oh, we're good. All right, so now we get out some paint. How we doing? It looks a little flashed out, doesn't it? Maybe if I back out for a minute. Let's just back out here a second. And let's go ahead and move this down. Turn down the brightness just a little. There we go. Okay. Move the matte medium out of the way because I think we're done with that for now. Malibu decided to sit on the floor behind me, knowing that she can't come up here when we're painting. All right. So let's see. Start with the two orange ones and see what colors we're going to need. All right. Let's see. I'm going to need orange, sienna, probably some blue. I'm just looking at these two kind of right now. Okay, some sienna, some orange, some yellow. Always shake up your paints because even overnight they can separate. So you want to make sure. I'm going to need a little blue. This color blue. Yeah. And probably black and white. Bye, Devin. Thanks for stopping in. And where's my white? And then also, I showed y'all the varnishes that I use. Any water-based gloss varnish will do. Um, that's probably enough to start with. All right, let me find me a little couple of little brushes. I like kind of little brushes when I'm doing this. Let's see. Get my little brush stand here. Let's see what we can find in the brush stand, shall we? Shall we see what we can find in the brush stand? I like the little flat, like this kind of thing. And kind of scruffy. This one's kind of old. It almost might be too old, but we'll see. We'll test this one out. And I might need a smaller, thin one too. So we'll go with these two. And of course, I got my fingers and my hands. All right, so I think I'll start with this one because I know I'm going to want black around the edges. So a lot of times, and again, I just got these panels, and there's probably going to be paint on the back. What I'll end up doing is painting the backs black. That's what I usually do with my art cards because paint gets on the backs. And so I usually just paint them black, and that's where I sign them and everything. Do you ever find out who sent you the brush stands? Never found out who sent me the brush stands. Never found out. So let's see how much I want to do painting and how much I want to do. And because there's matte medium on here, I can wipe it and blend it. So for instance, if I didn't want that paint going that far down, I can take my baby wipe and wipe it back because there's matte medium on there. Okay, but I do want it to kind of go down that way. But I do like to kind of blend in with my hands too. And I don't know that I really need to get on the edges, but it's a dark wood on the edges. But yeah, I might as well try to do some of it. The backs are going to be painted black, like I said. So, and this is the fun part for me, is all the details that we usually don't get to as often because this, to get to this stage, you saw how long it took us to get to this stage. Let's see, I probably need to zoom in one. Hang on, let's see. And you can also use color pencil over the top of acrylic paint or these pieces that have got matte medium on them. So you have any questions or anything? They still have those brush stands on Amazon. Okay, Tina. Yeah, I don't know who sent them to me. They sent me 2 of them, and I'm using them. They're right here. What's everybody else doing or working on today? Let me get my thing in there. The silicone, yeah. I'm sure it's used for makeup more than it is for paint brushes. Although, if I was doing makeup or even storing my makeup or, a place to keep my brushes, it's not really, it would just fall over. You're trying to get them in and out. And to me, it would be too much of a hassle for makeup. That's just me. It's not bad for just storing your brushes because you just pick 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem convenient. It doesn't seem that convenient to me for makeup. I need that to be a little bit. There we go. Has anybody been reading anything interesting or, any good books lately? Anybody been reading any good books lately? What have y'all been reading? And again, I'm just using my baby wipes here to blend, smooth. Maybe something right there. I'm going to throw some stars on here. I think I'll get rid of that a little bit. Okay. Anytime there's a name of a watch or the company or anything like that, I always paint that out too. I just want a general watch with certain colors, and I don't necessarily want to advertise, Let me get a little bit of gray here. I'm coloring a Halloween themed picture in romantic country, the second tale. I look forward to seeing you post it, Tina. I think I want this to come down. This is where I need to. Thank you, Tina. We're just starting. Okay. Go ahead and rinse these. I'm rinsing them in the clean water, Janet. Sometimes I just wipe the brushes on a baby wipe until I'm completely done. But when you have black paint, sometimes that can overpower it. So I still didn't really see what she's really going to do today. I did not see. All right, so let's see. Do I want black? I think I want black on that edge. So let me go back to the black because I think I want black on this edge. Because I want this to almost look like a little door opening kind of thing. So I want that kind of straight there. This is all going to kind of be blended down here. I think I'll do orange down there and there too. Okay. Okay, let's get a little sienna, a little orange. This needs to be kind of thicker, so I think I'm going to plop my fingers into this one to get down in here. Sometimes for me, it's easier to blend with my finger than it is with a paintbrush. See how cool that looks? Let's go right up to that edge there. And get that little piece of paper right here blended in. Get a little bit of that. And on that edge, we'll probably put a little bit of blue right in there. Okay, let's do a little bit of sienna along that edge. All right, now some blue. Maybe just a little bit of a wave thing going on. That's it. Small. I'm putting this one in my mouth. Okay. What do y'all think? How's that? Okay. Get a little smear right there. There we go. That's good. Okay. Hang on. Brushes again. So pretty outside. The little leaves are gently falling down in front of my window. So pretty. Thank you, Tina. All right, so there we go. I think I might hit it with the heat gun and then I'll throw some stars on up here. See if there's anything else I want to add to this. It's not putting anything on. Oh. I like to completely finish one so I can varnish it so you can see. As long as I get it really dry. And the other thing too is if you varnish the front, don't paint the back until after the varnish dries. Because when you're varnishing, you're inevitably going to get a little varnish on the back. And if you have a flat back, because I don't varnish the back, if you have a flat black background on the back side, and then you're working with varnish on the front, if you get any varnish on here, you're going to see it. It's going to show up. So you don't varnish it till I try to remember that rule. Okay, it's still a little bit wet there on the edges. Let me get a little bit of sienna right there. And a little bit right there. All right, let me dry that again. Hi, Jasper. Hi, Julie Topaz. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so here's an example of where I've used a cut edge, and this is what I mean when it's easier to cover up a torn edge than a cut edge. See right here where I have that piece right there where you can see where I've glued, whoops, where I've glued down a straight edge right there. See how you can see it? Now, I can fix that by putting thicker paint. But what I'm saying is it's so much easier if you have a torn edge rather than a cut edge to fix that kind of thing. So I can fix it with thicker paint, but just be aware cover a it's easier to cover a torn edge than a cut because you can see that line, that cut line. Okay, so a little bit more there. All right, so I'm going to set this aside, but I'm not sure if I want any watch hands on here or if I want something right here. Do I want to? I don't know. I'm kind of liking this, kind of like as it is, except for the stars. So let's go ahead and put some stars on there, and then we'll move on to the next one. Let's see, Maseki. I'm sure I'm missing some people coming in. All right, let me get a little thing for a bucket of stars here. Put a little white paint. And this is the only time I really water down my paint is when I water down for the stars. So then I'll put in a little bit of water, get a floppy brush or a brush that can flick paint, soft bristle brush. This is one of the little calligraphy brushes that's real soft. So it'll flick really. Now I want to move all these because I don't want flicking on these right now. Let's move those out of the way. So maybe a little bit more water. Tap off the excess, and I want to cover up where I don't want stars, so it's a little big still. Let's tap some of that off. Too big. Hang on, let me wipe that off. I don't want those stars that big. There we go. Of course, I can, while it's still wet, I can wipe them off anywhere I want. So if they get somewhere I don't want them, I'll just wipe them off. I just want them small. That's why I tapped a lot of it off. That one's a little big. I don't want that big. That one too. Okay, that's plenty. It's a little too many, actually. I can take and wipe some away. Okay. If any got down in here, I could just wipe it away with the baby wipe. So now I'll just wipe this down. Okay, I'll get a fresh baby wipe. All right, so there we go. And then if there's any place that you want an extra star, something that didn't show up, then just get a Posca, which, where's my Poscas? And my thing here. So if I want a spot where I might have thought it needs one here or there, or a bigger one, or whatever, and I can come in here with my Posca and put one exactly where I want. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Hi, Chris. CK. Was the teachers working got sacked this period? They will not. I hadn't planned on working on my C-tober, but I will show y'all my C-tobers in case anybody hasn't seen them on Instagram. Let me just move everything here out of the way a minute. I'll show them to y'all. I can, but I can't do both. I can either do this. Y'all let me know. I can either finish some of these or I can work on a C-tober. I can't do both in another hour. That's about all we have left. It's about an hour. It takes me about an hour to do an inktober. Let's see, let me move my camera. You're all looking at my lap. So this is how big they are. So I'll flip through the ones I've got done. And I'll start from yesterday. All right, so you can see how big they actually are. They look so much smaller on Instagram. Let me brighten that back up a little. There we go. So they look smaller on Instagram, don't they? So like I said, they take me about, 45 minutes to an hour. And I really don't want to do more than that for Inktobers. I just like, because since I'm doing one every single day, I like to, I don't like to spend more than an hour or so on them. And there we go. That's all I got so far. I've not done today's yet. So, and I keep them in the sketchbook paper that I'm using. This is what I'm using, just sketch paper. And I tore them all out, of the book, because I like working on loose sheets. I don't like working on them in the book. So, yeah. All right, well, let's get back to this then. All right, got that one done. We got 3 more. We'll see how much we can get done. All right, let's zoom back in one here. Oh, the way you're doing with the little thumbnail. Thank you, Terry. All right, so now let's move these 2 to the side over here because we got this one done. We're going to work on this one. Let's finish them up, finish this up. All right, so this is, because these are the same color. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do the same kind of thing I did here with the orange. I'm going to pick up the colors like this, and I'm going to go ahead and just get the edges here done. And some, if I get too much paint on it, I'll just wipe it away. I think I'll carry this up just a little like this. Like there might be some leaves or something coming up in here. Maybe up over the door. Maybe the leaves and things are kind of coming up all the way up there. Or yellow. I like that. Some dark down here. All right, now let's see what I can do here. Now that I got the paint on, wax off. No telling what's going on in his world with all this going on outside the world with the door on its hinges You know, this could be a lot of symbolism right here. I think I'll have some of that yellow coming right across there. Right? Kind of fiery looking, but at the same time, it's like all those fall leaves. All right. We'll see what details we want to add after this kind of sits for a minute or sits for a little bit. Can always add more things, or I can add more painty details, watch hands coming out from there, or right from his pen. We'll see. All right, so there we go. Dante's Inferno. Good, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. It could be that to you, Rachel. It could be that to anybody that sees that, you know? And then there'll be people that go, Dante's Inferno, what's that? You know, and then they wouldn't get it. So, you know, it could be something totally different to them. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave those two, and I should hit it with the heat gun, but I'm going to leave it for a minute. All right, so now let's go ahead and do these. Let's make sure there's nothing hanging over the edge. These little bits of paper, I mean. All right, so this one I'm going to need. I got blue and yellow, and I got black. What else am I going to need? I got some sienna. Do I need any dark brown, yellow? Well, let's just see what we got. I might need another. I need another shade of blue. Let's see. I need another shade of blue. I might need 2 shades of blue here. Let's go with that too. Actually, could even almost use some turquoise. A little bit of a tealy color in here. Let's see. Because of the shell and the bit of the planet. Let's just go and put a little bit in case. Just in case. So we got some other colors here. Then we'll paint this one, then we'll do another giveaway. All right, let's see. Do I want to do? Let's just get some paint. Let's just get the edges done. Let's just get some edges here. I'm just going to get the edges painted in, and then we'll decide what else. Maybe a little bit of a wave thing here. Not like that. I do that with some brush. Let's just leave it like that. All right, let's go across here. Some clouds up here. Probably put a cloud going across the arm here because it's like coming out of the sky, you know. I hope y'all are enjoying just seeing some collage panels. I'm having to flip them this way and that, but okay, I think I do want that to be blue right in there too. And we'll get kind of misty there. All right, let me check chat. Great inspiration. He always makes it look easy. Oh, thanks, Shaz. Just do hundreds of them and it gets easier. All right, so now I think I'm going to get into this white here and let's see what I can do. I might want to do this with the baby wipe. So I do want it kind of thin. And I'll want to put watch hands coming out. I got to dry this first. Either let it dry or dry it, one or the other. Okay. I like a little bit of see, these could almost be a set. You know, fire and water, you know? Don't want too much over here. I just want a little bit of a lighter edge. Kind of like that. What do y'all think? What happened? I missed it. You okay? All right, what happened? What's wrong with Arlene? I must have missed what happened to Arlene as well. Okay, let's see. I think I might want. Let's get a little dark. Let's get back in this little planet just a little. Let's see. What happened to Arlene? I missed it. Let me scroll back. I don't know if I scroll. Some of your art got. How did some of your family was in the hurricane, Arlene? Is that what it was? I know Arlene's not in Florida, so I must have missed something. I'll have to go back. All right, I think that's good. I'll do the watch hands, but I'm going to let this dry. So I'm going to let that sit, and I'm going to go back and add a few more details to everything. So let's go to this one, and let's get some greens. Shaking. Some dark green and some lime green. And see, this paint that's left over, this is a kind of thing you want to save in an art journal. Scrape it into an art journal. You know, if you do any kind of scraping left over, let's see, let's put a little bit this, just a little bit different shade. I don't know that I need it, but you can take your palette knife and scrape this into your little mini art journals and other journals you have left over so that you don't waste it. I'm totally missing everything everybody's talking about. Okay, let me go ahead and put some green along the edges here and just go ahead and get all the edges done. All right. Did I miss it again what Janet said she was going to do today, other than reprimand me for having dirty water? Well, is there anything else she's going to do today, or did I miss it? The best. Did you say again, Janet, what you were going to do? Let me pay attention to Janet here. I totally missed something on a hurricane, I think. All right, I'm getting there, guys. Finish this one up, we'll do a giveaway. Or we'll finish painting this one up, and then we'll do a giveaway. Then I can go back and add watch hands or little, little painty things in there that I might want to add. These are pretty simple. They're pretty simple little collages. As far as collages go, they're pretty simple. All right, so now I'm going to kind of blend some of this in. I want some of this kind of green stuff kind of coming around and in, and kind of like leafage coming around. My jaw, crazy pumpkin face. Okay. I just kind of wanted to put a leafy kind of border around this one. Then I'll have the watch hands, of course. But I don't know if I want to go in that way. I might, I need a little bit of regular brown so I can blend just a little bit of that in there, that door. Let's put a drop here. I'm going to get rid of the watch hands so I can put them where I want. Maybe just do a little bit of darker. Kind of a cracked wood, kind of, or rocky or something right in here. Ruth, hi Ruth, doing a junk journal challenge. Daffy Care Hearts House. Daffy, I don't know. Is that a hurricane? I don't know. I don't think I've heard of Daffy Care Hearts House. I'm sorry. I'm totally not getting that. I'll go back and read it later. I guess, is that one of Arlene's relatives? One of Arlene's relatives got hit with the hurricane from the one from Florida. If there's another hurricane that hit like in the last day or something, I haven't heard about it. I've been totally out of the loop on the news the last couple days, trying to track Denise flying to San Antonio for a funeral. Oh, I didn't even know what that was. Daffy is a crafty charity. I'd never heard of it, Arlene. Thank you for clearing that up. I did not know. I had no idea what that meant. Daffy, crafty, whatever it was. I'm sorry. Well, that's awesome that there is one. I did not know there's such a thing as a crafty donation something. Artwork that was okay, I got it now. Thank you, Rachel. Arlene lost it. Let me click on it. Arlene lost a lot of her artwork that was at Daffy's in Fort Myers during Hurricane Ian. Thank you, Rachel. I had no idea what y'all are talking about. I've never heard of Daffy. So, and then I knew I knew Arlene was not in Florida, so I could not understand what was going on. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, there we go. I think that kind of like that. And then, of course, I'll do the watch hands. I think I'm going to do his eyes greener, too. Disabled Artist Foundation. Okay, thank you, Arlene. I never heard of it. Thank you, Jasper. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to lighten up the eyes of the cat to lime green. We'll do a giveaway. Since it's after 11, I need to do a couple giveaways because I want to leave at least by 12 because I got to run an errand and I want to get back for Janet. And Janet goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. I know she'll say that, but I want to do it. I want to get back. I want to get back in time for Janet's stream." Okay, so then I'll go ahead and get the pupils black too. I'm going to do the whiskers big. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit all these with the heat gun. Make sure they're all nice and dry. And I should scrape some of these excess paints into my little mini journals here, or one of these. I got a couple different ones that I could scrape them off into. Got the little one here too. I got these 3 different journals that I've cut down to use for this kind of thing. So I don't want to neglect doing it when I have the paint right here. So let's go ahead and first dry. Move this to the side. Put this in the water over here for a minute. My brushes don't get dried out. No, it's not plugged in. All right, there we go. And again, I'm going to paint the backs black and I'm going to varnish. I'm obviously not going to have time to do that. Well, I want to get my watch hands in. These ones are probably dry. Okay, so let's see. I know this one's not dry yet. Let me dry that one just a little more. Yeah, it wasn't plugged in all the way, Rachel. Yeah, when this thing goes, this thing's 25 years old. My Marvy Uchida. It's been awesome. Okay, so let's see. Let me get my thin Posca here and decide. I know I'm going to want some watch hands coming off here, but I don't know that I want them a lot because I'm going to do the whiskers. Let me go ahead and do the whiskers first, I think. Okay, now let me get a black, just a black Sharpie pen so I can do the pupils. Back nice and black. And then put a nice highlight. Maybe just another little touch of a highlight underneath. There we go. Let's tap it out just a little. Okay. All right, now I'm not sure where I want the watch hands to go. I know I kind of like them just to kind of be not too different from where they were. 'Cause I'm not going to make them go up into something. I'm just going to have them have watch hands here. And then I'll go back and shade them. Put a little bit of a shadow underneath of them. Just something kind of simple. What do y'all think? I'll put a shadow under the watch hands too that'll kind of knocks them back. I kind of like it. Yeah. All right, so this one, I'm not sure if I want another watch hand here. I'm not sure. Or if I just warp off of this thing. I'm going to wait on that one. I'm not sure. This one, I know I want watch hands coming down. I'm going to want one to come down to the shell. Let me get a ruler. Janet, I'm getting a ruler. And then I think I'll have this one coming behind him, maybe. Let me think for a minute. I think I'll just have it come down to him, just to his aura of his halo, maybe. And again, I can make it thicker, or I can. See, I kind of wanted to go behind him, but that may look a little. I don't want it to look like he's. Well, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and have him go behind him. Oh, I'm sorry you lost some of your artwork, Arlene. Is it stuff that you were donating to help other people? Is that what it was? You donated your stuff to sell or something? I don't know who Janet's. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm out of the loop of this conversation. That's what happens when you try to do a collage. You're a little out of the loop. Okay, so I'm thinking that some of this light needs to come down to his pen. But I'm not sure on that either. I'm thinking of one of these watch hands come right down to where he's. I can always paint it back out if I don't like it. Where's my ruler? I think I'll go right across the door. And then maybe this one will come down to this little hieroglyph or whatever it is here. And I think that'll go behind the door. And I'll fix the details up in a little bit because I want to do the giveaway. As long as you say loopy, we still. Okay, so Arlene says she donates everything she makes to them to sell. Okay, got you, Arlene. Was it all completely destroyed? All right, I think I'm going to stop on my collages. So we got this one going. I'll take pictures of them after I'm completely done with them. We got this one. Almost want to continue those little steps, but I might just leave it as an edge, like a door. This one. And the cat one. And like, again, I'm going to paint the backs black and I'll sign them on the back. So, okay, I think I'll leave them for now. I can put them right there. And let me go ahead and scrape off some of these excess paints. And I still have these too. I could, maybe use some of these. I don't know. But I wouldn't put these on until after I varnished. Because if you put varnish over the top of this, it'll, even with gloss varnish, it's going to dull that. So if you put anything like this on top of a finished piece, you want it to do it last so it doesn't dull it down. Okay, so these are some of my little journals here that I use just to scrape paint and anything extra left over. You always want to put some wax paper though between it if you go off the edge, because otherwise you'll glue your pages shut. All right, let me go and do the giveaways first, and then we'll scrape paint for a few minutes. Okay. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to go wash my hands before I handle Becky Kalora's cards. So give me just a minute. Okay, I think I got them clean enough to not get paint. So we're going to go ahead and give a couple sets of these. Let's make sure, let's move things out of the way here. Hang on. Let's make sure there's nothing here. Let me set something there. I don't trust it. Here, let me put this here. There we go. All right. Thank you, Jasper. Yeah, I just picked some stuff out of the bucket and rolled with it. All right, so let's go ahead. So Becky made me 2 sets of cards. So I'm just going to give it a set to the U.S. and international today. Then we'll give some more away next time, Wednesday or something. All right, so she sent in 6 to give away. So I'm going to give away 1 of each of the types. There's 2 different ones. So I'm going to give 2 for U.S. and 2 for international. And then I've got enough left for 2 more giveaways. All right, so let's make sure I got a set of each. So this is the 2 different the variations of her Zentangle Christmas trees that she made for cards. She signed them on the back there. And so these are the 2 different kinds. And so I'm going to give 2 to US with the envelopes and 2 international, same thing, 1 of each. And if you want to buy these, just go see Becky Kalora on Instagram or Becky Skinner, and you can buy a set from her. Okay, So let's see here. Post-it notes. Here we go. So I'm going to do the same thing we did before. I know, aren't they gorgeous? We're going to do a US and an international. I'm going to send y'all two, one of each kind. All right, so we're going to do USA only and international only. Wait till I type in go. First person closest, you're going to put in between 1 and 100. First person closest without going over. I'm going to do them separate. So I'm going to set the international aside for a minute. We'll do US. Okay. Wait till I type in go. First person closest without going over. One number only. Thank you, Janet. Herding cats. Well, it was like we were herding the turkeys because that was the napkins. Okay, so all right, wait till I type in go. US only, then I'll do the international separate. That way everybody gets a chance to do it. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's see, that needs to go over there. Let me bring up my what do you call it? Random.org. Okay. Make some space. And then after lunch, after I have to run a quick errand, then after lunch, I'm going to I'll be at Janet's and I'll work on my Inktober while I'm at Janet's. So hope everybody's having fun, enjoying, hanging out, doing a little art, craft, painting, collage. All right, I'm gonna count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. We're going to pick a new number. This was from the last round. 23. First person closest to 23 without going over. 23. All right. Let me scroll back. There's a 15. I see a 15 is the closest person. Laverne Hodge at 15, I think. Am I correct? Laverne Hodge with 15. Okay, Laverne, you need to email me. Let me write this down. Laverne Hodge. Email me your address. I don't share it with anybody. I don't put you on an email list. I'm just going to mail you out your cards. Okay, so let me set those in the pile to go out. Let me put my email. Okay, there's my email. There you go, Laverne. Let me know your address. I'll get those out to you. All right, we're going to do the same thing again, except for international. When I type in, you're welcome, Laverne. And I don't know if I've ever met you, but thanks for being here. International now. Wait till I type in go. First person closest without going over. Okay, international. We'll do a little paint scraping for a few minutes. I'll probably leave a little early. I might leave at a quarter till so I can get back. Okay. So I can get back. So I just have to make a quick errand and get back, feed the hubster, and then get over to Janet's and then work on Inktober. And maybe I might finish up these, post them on IG later, maybe. I'll maybe do 2 at a time. We'll see. Well, I'm looking around, see if there's anything else that I haven't talked about, shown. I did get my room picked up. It was pretty piled up. I did get that sorted out a little bit. All right, I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Let's pick another number for international. All right, here we go. International. 80. First person closest to 80 without going over. 80. Let's see who that could be. Let's see. I see Yvonne has 54. Is it Yvonne with 54? Okay, so 55. Yvonne, I think I have your address from a couple weeks ago, so I'm pretty sure I have your address. If you want to make sure, send it to me again. And you got a set of Becky's cards. And I'll get all these. I'm going to the post office in the morning, so I will get all these to y'all tomorrow. And thanks again also to y'all that sent me happy mail, sister. Thank you, sister. All right, so let's see what we got here where we can throw some of this paint. Just scrape it down. And you got to dry it in between. So I'm only going to do 3, because I'm not going to sit here and dry it too much. But I'll do a little flip for you to kind of see what we got going on in here. So these are cut down art journal magazines. And then with the leftover off the side, at the left or the bottom, I forget how it was. Anyway, I have some smaller one as well. So this is a good place to use your leftover paint. So well, let me go ahead and flip through it first, and I'll do a quick little flip, and then I'll show you, because I do have some of them painted in a little bit. And then, so this is a place where you can scrape off your excess paint, and then you can go back and doodle or, journal, or make it into a glue book, or make it into a junk journal, where you just, throw things in. So I'm trying to find some here where I painted. I'm going to see one somewhere in here. And so I started gluing other things, and, just different bits. Here's a piece here. This was a piece out of the book. I think the other one has more paint in it than this one. This one has a lot of glue. See, all these other extras are glued in. This one's got paint and glue and things glued in and painted. But they're really fun, and you don't have to, it's something you don't have to think about, you don't have to worry about. You can just play in these, and you're using up your leftover paints without feeling like, oh, I'm going to mess it up, because it's just a bunch of leftover pages. We did this one. So like this has got some of these same colors that I have left over here. So what I'll do is I'll just pick up some on a palette knife here, and I'll just scrape some in. And really, you really should put some wax paper on the edges, because you could very easily glue all these pages shut when you go off the edge, But I want to kind of do this quick so I can show you. So just kind of scrape out some paint. Don't close it until it's dry, obviously, because you'll glue it shut. Then here's some green over here. Put some green, maybe some green and orange and yellow over on this side. Pick up some more of that green. And you can do this with a brush. You can do it with your fingers. You can do it however you want. Just use up. That's all I'm trying to do, is use up the rest of this paint. Okay, so now I'll set this aside to dry. Somewhere where the cats won't step on it. Okay, let's go into this one. And again, I'll just kind of do a quick flip so you can kind of see what we got here. And I'll try to use up some of that blue or that teal. So a lot of this is glued in from other pages that I've cut off the edges. When you cut down the edges and you have all these little images left, then take those images and then put them on different pages. So it makes a whole new page, right? This one might be good to use the blue one on. I'll put my finger there. So just lots of, this would probably be a good one too. For some of that teal. Let's go with that one. So here's one we just scraped and really haven't done anything else with. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's use up some of this, a little bit of this teal and this light blue, and maybe some of this white. Just kind of mix them all together. It's just real satisfying to throw down paint for no reason. You know, it's just really, you know, nice. All right, so there we go. Could go around the edges better. But you really want to put wax paper behind it so you don't glue them shut. All right, maybe, let's see, do I have any? No, I don't have any red here. I was going to say a little bit of red would probably be good. Let me just get a drop of red. Just a drop of red. Just to carry that red from there over to there. Maybe a little bit right there. Okay. All right, so then let's do this little one. The little one. This one has some paint on almost every single page. I've painted out something on almost every page in this one. So, but probably toward the back, there's probably a few. So you can paint around. You can paint around everything. You can put your own quotes, but leave the image and use the image as a starting point or a color point to start with. And you can just turn it into a little journal that you can have handy or carry around, and you can write in. Of course, if you want to write on acrylic paint, you're going to have to do it with probably a ballpoint pen, because Sharpies will almost quit almost not long into using on top of acrylic paint. But a ballpoint, like a Bic pen, you can write on top of acrylic paint with a Bic pen. Trying to flip it. It doesn't want to flip. Hope y'all are doing well, Ruth. I haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you're doing okay. This one might be a good one to use up this black on. So let's go ahead and just put some black and then maybe some of the brighter colors on top. The blue maybe. And you can take more time. And again, you can use a brush if you want. I like using a palette knife because it gives you a lot of odd textures, you know, that you can't really get with the brush. So let's just put some of that down, and then maybe a little bit of this teal. Slap a little teal in there. I'd put pink in here too if I had some pink scraped out, but I don't. So anyway, I hope y'all had got some ideas or some inspiration today. And thanks again for all the well wishes for me and my family. I appreciate that. And yeah, Denise, I tell you, she had a hard time getting through that airport on Saturday. But I talked about that at the beginning. All right, so there we go. I think I'll set this aside. We used up most of the paint. I could still scrape some out with the brush, but used up most of that paint so it doesn't go to waste. Let me get the baby wipe. You like the mini journal, Yvonne? Thanks. They're just cut down from old art magazines. You could cut them down from any magazine, but really, if you really want to cut down a magazine, I recommend taking it over to your office place, Staples, Office Depot, whatever, and have them cut it for you because it is kind of a pain to cut those down with an X-Acto knife. So, just saying, if you can have a place to have it cut for you. All right, so here's what we did today, and I'm going to add some more details to it, but they were fun to do, and not too long. Thank you, Arlene. And Arlene, I'm so sorry about the loss of all your art. Now that I understood what happened, um, I know, right? That she did do good, Rachel. Yeah, she was a trooper, I'll tell you. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and go so I can run an errand and get back over. Janet comes on. Let me click on Janet. Bye, Bacola. Janet comes on. Here's her name. So you can just go there to Janet. She comes on in about an hour and 15 minutes at 1. Thanks, Dot. Thanks, Connie. Thanks, everybody. And thank you, Rachel. Yes, for sure. And thanks, CB. Yeah, Denise was over in San Antonio for 24, less than 24 hours. So anyway, all right, guys, we'll see you at Janet's, and I'll be back here Wednesday. All said and all told, and everything goes okay. We'll be back here Wednesday, and I'm not sure what we'll do yet. I might color another page out of our October book. Here we go. Let me pull that out here. Our cute and creepy. I'm trying to color out of this every October for the last couple Octobers. We might color another page out of this. All these that you see right here, they're all on my Instagram over the last couple of years. Just have to go back through my Instagram, but we might color a page out of here on Wednesday. Yeah, so I guess we'll see you guys then, and y'all have a safe, blessed day, and we'll see you at Janet's. Thanks, Rachel. Bye, guys.